Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Marie. My business, social media handles, website, and YouTube channel are Mareevuitton. In this series, I'm going to give you the short form videos of the most used how-tos in Studio Designer. These videos are the remake of last year's how-to series, but you may have noticed that Studio Designer got a bit of a facelift in 2025. That prompted me to reshoot all these videos to help the new users because the screen is going to look a bit different. Okay, the processes and teachings, my tips and tricks remain the same. But again, I just want to make sure that I reshoot them because of the way that it looks different on screen. Okay, so as always, please leave your feedback and questions in the comment section and be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you found the video useful. Subscribe to stay updated. Now let's dive in. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up GL accounts. Okay, and in through here, let's see, you're going to go through the gear icon and you're going to go into chart of accounts and it's going to pull this up. Okay, typically I will always filter by classification. It just kind of gives you a smaller breakdown of things so I can look at what we're dealing with here. And you can rename accounts, but what you want to know about these GL accounts is the reference number is where it's going to be on your financial statement. So this type of stuff matters. It gives you the ability to make things show up, not necessarily in alphabetical order. It just gives you the ability to move things around the way you want to see them. However, it also makes it where you can mess up your financials. So you don't want to do this unless you are well versed in accounting. Okay, I see a lot of people mess this up. That's why I usually take the troubleshooting calls to correct those issues. Okay, here I'm pulling up the liability accounts and you can see there's multiple states here for sales tax. You're going to want to always make sure that you're setting up the accounts properly using the correct reference, but also using the correct types. Okay, and if you don't know what these mean, you can reach out. We're available to help. You can visit our website. You can book a call, but definitely know what you're doing when you're doing this. These are the owner's equity accounts, and there are some that you cannot tweak. So I usually recommend before adding any accounts, I usually say, see if there's any of the accounts that you can use. Okay, and I say this about everything, including activities and sales codes. Okay, so now we're going into the income accounts. Okay, income accounts are necessary for sales codes. So you can see these are the different sales codes that we have. The majority of these are standard with your Studio Designer account upon opening it. The only one that I've added to this list is the custom art pieces. Okay, so there you do have to add additional accounts if you're adding sales codes. Okay, I feel like that's probably the biggest culprit in those types of issues. Okay, and we usually would find those on a review call. Okay, because I usually go over all the accounts. Okay, and these are the cost of sales accounts. Again, these are all they tie into sales codes. Okay, you will never code directly to these things. Okay, and then what you see down below as we scroll down, you can see over here at about 5,300 on reference. That down is your overhead expenses. Okay, overhead expenses are things that you would have that are not directly related to the project. They're expenses that you would have, whether you had one client, 100 clients, no clients. They're things like the office supplies, the office expenses, the rent, payroll if you have it, things like that. Okay, the telephone, the internet, things that you would have regardless. Those are the overhead expenses. Okay, and then those are all listed here. Notice I don't use the miscellaneous. I don't teach using the miscellaneous, but you can add your accounts as needed based on what you do. However, I will say that the standard GL account is sufficient for almost every interior design firm. So, think twice before needing to add to that, because these are really, really good classifications, okay? So if there's any questions about what I've said, leave them in the comments below, and definitely check out the other videos on this series.